YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be updating you guys with every single glitch in NBA 2K22 Next Gen and Current Gen in Season 6. Really quickly, like and subscribe if you eat food, and also let me know if you guys have any builds you guys are willing to let me borrow. I'm trying to do as many gameplay videos as possible. So in Season 6, there's actually been some major changes or improvements to these glitches, especially on Next Gen. So starting things off with a safe VC method on Next Gen, this experienced quite a bit of change. This VC method I'm going to show you guys is very similar to the one from before, but I found this one little change that just makes it way easier to earn VC. And also, I don't know of anyone getting banned from this glitch, at least so far. So right now, you guys can see I'm on the main menu screen of NBA 2K22, and what you're pretty much going to want to do is make a brand new player. You can also make a new build if you want to, or just use an existing build like you guys see me do right here. Then go ahead, skip through all these cutscenes and stuff, run over to Ricky and talk to him. Or if you've done that, exit your apartment, and there's pretty much 2 waypoints you have to go to, and of course you're just gonna want to skateboard over there. Pretty much go ahead, talk to both of these people, it doesn't really matter, and then you're gonna want to fast travel back to your apartment and talk to Ricky again. After you talk to Ricky the first time, you actually have to talk to him again after that. And then when you talk to him, you're going to want to select declare for the draft. And then I'll ask you again if you're sure about doing this and press yes, this is my dream. After you have done that, it'll fade to black and then you have to talk to Ricky again. Honestly, I don't know why he needs to talk to you so much. Then after you're all done talking to Ricky, run outside your apartment. Again, just like before, there's going to be 2 waypoints, but this time it's on the far left side of the map. This is very close to the Wildcats and the Vipers, so if you want to, you can set your spawn point there, close app, and then load back in, and you'll be pretty close to one of these waypoints. For me personally, I don't, but I do have this spawn point thing, so I'm going to set it right here, back out to the main menu, and then load back in. After doing that, you're going to want to skateboard to the waypoint on the right. I don't know if you actually have to skateboard to the one on the right, although someone told me that the only way to do this method is to go to the one on the right, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. After you've done that, go inside this place and talk to the lady at the front desk. There will be like a weird little cutscene that you can go ahead and skip, and then after that, go through these doors. There will be a cutscene, blah, blah, blah. We don't honestly really care. And then you're just going to want to sign with them right away. So after you have done that, you're going to want to run outside this building and then fast travel to your apartment. Go inside and you're going to have to talk to Ricky yet again. And then just like spin in a circle or something and then talk to him again. Right here, 2K is going to hit you with a plethora of cutscenes. I honestly don't know why there's so many cutscenes, but we just do not care about these whatsoever. So skip through all of them. You guys can see right here, you're actually going to earn 500 VC. And as well, you got 250 for signing with the agency. And then right after this, all you have to do is talk to Ricky again. And then you'll get 1,500 additional VC. So 2,250 VC in total. Now this is where I used to just stop doing the glitch. But if you go into our quest, you guys can see we're only 500 my points away from earning 500 additional VC. And honestly, the easiest way to earn 500 free my points is just by doing the fashion runway. So what you're pretty much going to want to do is skateboard over to this runway. Also, you don't have to do this at the end of this glitch. All that matters is that at some point during this glitch, you're going to the runway and just doing it. Exactly what you do does not matter whatsoever. Like, bro, what is my player doing? Honestly, this game is so cringe sometimes. And then boom, just like that, you're earning an additional 500 VC, which definitely comes in very clutch. All around, this method only takes around 7-ish minutes, which for a free 2,700 VC honestly is pretty good. What I've been doing for the past few days is just doing this twice, which amounts to 5,500 VC per day. I plan on staying with this for probably an entire month, and if we multiply 5,500 VC times 31, that's 170,500 VC, which is just insane. And if you add that with some of the methods I'm going to show you guys later, getting VC honestly isn't that hard. So next, I have a very overpowered glitch that's really good for getting badges in 99 overall on Next Gen, and as well it's good for getting GOAT status in VC, although it's definitely best for badges in 99 overall. This is yet again another glitch that experienced quite a bit of improvement. So really quick, this is how you set up this glitch. First, you need to unlock this quest called Meet the Hoopers. I know that 100% you're able to get this quest after you get your apartment, but I do know of some people that said they were able to do it even without it. After you do the apartment, fast travel to your apartment and then talk to Ricky. There'll be a couple cutscenes and stuff, it honestly doesn't really matter. And then right here on this screen, you can view any challenge you want to. I don't even think you have to do this. But after you have finished doing that, you're going to want to skateboard to right here on the map. This court right here is pretty much the Northside City Knights rooftop court. Once you do arrive, go ahead and go inside and then talk to this guy with an icon above his head. After you talk to him the first time, do not talk to him the second time. I used to think this is the best way of going about things, but trust me, it's not. After you have talked to him, go ahead and exit the rooftop. And then this time, skateboard over to the Beast of the East rooftop court. Also, you can get there really quickly by fast traveling to your apartment. It puts you within 200 meters of the court. Once you do get there, go ahead and go inside. And then once you have done that, run over and talk to this guy with an icon above his head. Of course, as usual, there's going to be a cutscene which you can go ahead and skip. And then after you talk to him the first time, just go ahead and talk to him the second time. From there, you're pretty much able to start up the game, and then you're pretty much good to go to grind badges. All these games and challenges give you like 2.5 times badge and progression, which makes getting badges and hitting 99 overall very, very easy. You guys have seen a 6-minute game. I literally earned 2k finishing, 3k shooting, 2k playmaking, 5k defensive, all totaling up to 15.5k my points, which is just insane to me. Like honestly, without Rebirth and this method right here, getting badges would literally be impossible for me. If you guys are wondering what to do in game to earn badges as quickly as possible, like how to get a ton of blocks, open threes, steals, catch lobs, as well as throw lobs, check out the video in the card up above. In that video, I go really in depth on the best methods to earn every single badge in this game. I think it's a very helpful video. I'd recommend checking it out. So normally the big issue with this method is that you're only able to play this game mode 20 total times, but I do have a way to play this game mode pretty much unlimited times, and you're gonna want to do this. First thing, at the Beast of the East, what you're going to want to do is play the first 3 games normally, meaning pretty much just win the game, meet all the requirements. But right here on the 4th game, it says score by at least 12 points and win by at least 4 points or more. And what you're going to want to do is don't meet one of these requirements. I usually find the easier one to not meet is winning by 4 points or more, because I mean, it's super easy just to let the other team score a few buckets. If you don't meet this requirement, you won't be able to advance the next challenge, which is actually perfect because you'll be able to play this game mode unlimited times, which is super overpowered. You guys see the game ends right here, and then I talk to the guy and pretty much just get put into a brand new game. Like there's no side quest or something you have to go do. Literally, as soon as one game ends, the next game starts. Also, this challenge is especially good because it's half court 2v2 and you're going up against 2 guards, which pretty much means you're able to get unlimited open shots the entire game because they're never willing to double team you. And as well, it's really easy to get defensive badges, especially if you're not having to guard Ja Morant. And the games also end super duper quickly. All around, this is by far, without a doubt, the easiest way to get badges, not only in this game, but in pretty much any 2K of all time. So for the last next gen glitch, this is going to be for builds. Honestly, I never thought we would have a more broken build system in my life. We have 6'5" builds with 6'4" and under dribble moves. As well, we have 6'4" builds with Hall of Fame binders, 6'7" builds with quick chain and like an 8 higher speed than normal. And you guys see this 6'9" build has a 90 steal, an 89 perimeter defense, and a 95 block and defensive rebound. Like these glitches are just crazy. And literally all you have to do for these glitches is just change the units of measurement back and forth, and suddenly you can create some of the craziest builds I've ever seen in my life. I'll leave a link in the description and at the end screen to a playlist with literally every single glitch build I've ever made. I'd highly recommend you guys check it out. These builds are just insane. So now moving on to a glitch that actually works on both current and next gen. And this is going to be the AFK VC glitch. By the way, I know most of you guys aren't donuts, but for those of you guys that are, AFK stands for away from keyboard, meaning that you're not actually playing the game for this glitch. You guys will see what I mean in a second. Right here, you guys see I'm on next gen with it, but it does work on current gen. Starting things off, you're going to want to go over to My NBA if you're on next gen, and then My League if you're on current gen. After you've done that, go ahead and select the first option and then create a new file. All these settings and options and stuff, as well as the team, does not matter whatsoever. You can pretty much just go with default stuff. It's going to ask you what you're going to want to do for the draft class. I'd recommend just auto-generating rookies. It really doesn't matter. First step, you're going to want to open up the 2K nav. Then go to front office and then go to roster. After you've done that, press options to quick edit, scroll over here a little bit and press X twice to select the entire row. And then you can pretty much bump up everyone's attributes all the way up. You don't have to bump it all the way to like 99 or something. As long as they're like 90 plus, it should be fine. Also, the reason why you do have to do this is to make sure you don't lose a single game, since you do get a boost for winning games. Next, after you've done that, you're going to want to press triangle 3 total times to pull up the badge view. And then you're pretty much just going to want to do the exact same thing you did with attributes and go ahead and give yourself max badges on every single player. This way, 100% you don't lose a single game. After you have changed the roster, you're going to want to go back into 2K Nav, but this time you're going to want to go to options, settings, and then scroll down to general. Right here, you're able to change the game speed and quarter length. For the game speed, you're going to want to go with max at 100. And then for the quarter length, I'd recommend going up to 12. Obviously, the quarter length is kind of up to you. The longer you go with, the longer the games are going to be. And the shorter you go with, the shorter the games are going to be. If you put it all the way up to 12 minutes, you'll earn 1,100 VC. If you put it down to 1 minute, you'll earn 150 VC. It's kind of up to you where you're going to want to go with. I'd recommend just thinking about how long you're planning on being AFK for. Usually when I plan on being AFK, I plan on being AFK for at least more than an hour. So I usually go 12 minutes. After you've done that, there's pretty much just one more step. What you're going to want to do is open up the 2K Nav, go to options, and then scroll down to tuning sliders and go to CPU/user. After you've done that, you're going to want to scroll all the way down until you get to the fouls and pretty much just drop these to 0. As you guys know, fouls slow down and pretty much just stop the game. So you're going to want to drop these all the way to 0. This way the game moves as quickly as possible and you don't have to wait for like a foul or something. After you've done that, you're pretty much good to go. Go over to the first game of the season and press play game. Now right here is the most important step by far. What you're pretty much going to want to do is make sure that your icon on the bottom is underneath the positions. It should say CPU, which is absolutely perfect. And pretty much means you don't have to control either team. Even if you press buttons on your controller, it's not going to do anything. And for this reason, you don't have to do anything. Like, you can put your controller down, walk away if you want to, and during this time, the game will still be running, and therefore, you'll still be earning VC. You guys can see the game starting up right now, and if you press X or hold X, you'll be able to skip through these cutscenes. And you guys can see the game is just running on its own. Like, I'm literally doing absolutely nothing. In fact, when I was recording this, I probably wasn't even at my setup. Honestly, I love this method so much. You can be doing absolutely anything, and during this time, you'll still be earning VC. And trust me, it stacks up really fast, especially if you combine it with the previous next-gen glitch. Now, if you're on current gen and you want a non-AFK VC method, then you can do this instead. I wouldn't really recommend it. It's not really that great, but it's definitely a lot faster than playing the game normally. So for the very first step, what you're going to want to do is go over to any elevator and then scroll down to deck 4 and go to the lobby/rec center. After you've done that, you're going to want to run over to the rec center and pretty much just load into a game as quickly as possible. Once you are inside a game, what you're going to want to do is eventually join your friend. The exact time you join your friend is kind of up to you, but I find that definitely the safest possible place is at 4 minutes. I feel like if you go any earlier, you might not earn your VC. And if you go any later, you're kind of just wasting your time. After you do join your friend and get back into the neighborhood, you'll earn anywhere from 400 VC to 700 VC in like maybe 6 minutes. So definitely still a lot faster than playing this game normally, but as I said, I don't think it's that crazy. Also, if you want to, you can just do the next gen version. All the VC does transfer over since it's a shared wallet. So now for another current gen specific glitch, this is going to be for unlimited 2x XP coins. You can save these coins up and use them all at once, maybe at like the end of the season or something, or you can just use these methods right away. Starting these off, you're going to want to make a brand new build. The build itself doesn't really matter too much. I would just recommend using an existing build. And then go ahead, skip straight to the NBA and sign with any team you want to. Right away, the first thing you're going to want to do is join into the neighborhood. You'll see this lady with an orange exclamation point, and you're going to want to go ahead and talk to her. After you've done that, run away from her, go to your quest journal, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then scroll back up to the top. And then when you turn back around, she'll have a brand new quest, and you can talk to her again. Once you have done that, you're going to want to go to the elevator and then go to your My Court. And then you guys see she goes ahead and meets you there. The next place you have to go to is the game room. And you guys can see just like the My Court, she's right there again. After you've done that, this time you're going to want to go to deck 15 and then go to deuces and trips. Right here is where you can save a little bit of time with a go-kart or something. What you're pretty much going to want to do is run all the way over to the captain, and then after you talk to him, continue into the Gatorade facility and talk to this guy with a red shirt on. He'll tell you to go back down to the lobby, which is exactly what you're going to want to do. And then on your left, there'll be this really weird looking guy with a red hat on. Next thing you're going to want to do is go right back to where you began, and that is talking to Heather. And then again, after you talk to her the first time, you're going to want to run away a little bit, go to your quest journal, scroll the bottom, and then scroll back up, and then talk to Heather for a fourth and final time. Just like that, she's going to give you a piece of clothing, which is pretty much the shirt you guys see me wearing right now. I'm sure most of you guys already have it. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead and just throw this shirt on and then run into the art gallery and talk to this really short woman. She'll give you this quest. You guys can see it says wear your Concha del Mar t-shirt and play a park game. She doesn't say she's going to give you a 2x XP coin, but she actually will. So of course, what you're going to want to do from there is play the game. You do actually have to play this game on your new build, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's only one game, and also the XP coin will transfer. You guys can see I just finished the game and I earned a little bit of XP in the bottom left corner. But now right here, if we go over to our quest journal and scroll down to the XP coins, you guys can see I actually haven't earned an XP coin yet. And if you want this XP coin, like I'm sure most of you guys do, you're going to want to quit out to the main menu and then rejoin with the player you just made. And then you guys can see this time I have received my 1 hour XP coin. And yeah, that's how you get unlimited 2x XP. Personally, I don't play current gen, but for you XP grinders, this is definitely going to be very helpful. Okay, so now for another current gen glitch. This is going to be a really good 99 overall glitch. It's going to be really good for all of you that want to go from 95 to 99 really quickly. For this glitch, you're going to want to start off by making sure you're on 5-minute quarters in pro difficulty. From there, go into your next game of the season, and you're pretty much going to want to get takeover as quickly as possible. Once you do get takeover, go ahead and pop it, and then immediately start fouling the other team until you foul out of the game. You should be able to foul out of the game in the first quarter with takeover still activated. And also, if you did this correctly, you should end up with 20 plus points and getting 99.9 every single time. The one and pretty much only issue with this method is that for some reason that I just cannot explain, some builds get 99.3 or 99.6. If you want to, you can try scoring more and more points, but either way, it doesn't really matter. You should be able to hit 99 overall super quickly. Now, if you guys want badges on current gen, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit tough. I mean, it's still pretty easy to get badges, but it's just not quite as easy as it is on next gen. Of course, the first thing you need to do is start by rebirthing your build. Rebirths on current gen are super overpowered because you can basically get half your badges. And also, unlike next gen, you're able to get more badges on the things that count, because for a lot of builds, one category only has one badge, which means that the other categories are gonna fill up more, unlike next gen where pretty much every category has like 10 plus badges. Plus, with the rebirth system, you're able to get to 90 overall, and on current gen, it only goes up to 95 anyway. And then after rebirth, the best way to get badges after that is just playing My Career. I don't know why there's a glitch or a very overpowered method for pretty much everything else besides current gen badge glitches. I'm not gonna lie, it is a bit tough, but from my experience playing 2K22, badges are not nearly as much of a necessity as it used to be in previous 2Ks. If you guys have any other tips regarding on current gen, let me know down below in the comment section. If you did make it this far into the video, please like and subscribe. There's a gameplay video as well as how to grind every single badge category and all the glitch builds on the screen right now. Like and subscribe, go follow me on Twitter, and I'm out. Peace.